Today we're visiting Wolf Ranch. Just wanted to show you around a little bit and kind of compare Wolf Ranch neighborhood to Banning Lewis. The neighborhoods are pretty similar, so we're just going to go over the differences between the two. All right, so the differences between Wolf Ranch and Banning Lewis.
So there's a lot of pros to living in Wolf Ranch. One of the big things are all the parks, walking trails. So you have definitely a lot of outdoor activity for your family. It's very kid-friendly. There are kids all over the neighborhood. On Wednesdays during the summer, we do have concerts in the park, which is actually at the park that we're standing at right now. There's a rec center with a pool. It doesn't have a gym, though, so I think that that's a kind of a downfall of their rec center. I think that they need to build a better one. But yeah, there's food truck Fridays. During the summer, it's on Saturday. There's a farmer's market as you enter into the neighborhood on the Cordera side.
Yeah, so a lot of really cool things that in the Wolf Ranch community. One of the things that they do have is this lake.
How could I forget about the lake?
It's not a lake, though. It's forgettable. It's a pond.
They call it Wolf Lake, but I call it Wolf Pond.
It's a pond.
I do like to paddleboard there, but only whenever I want something quick, because it's not huge by any means, but it is fun. There's fishing. People, like I said, people take their paddleboards out, their kayaks. So it is just a fun little recreational place that you can hang out on the weekends.
And there's real fish in there, so you can actually fish, and you do get to take the fish home. So they do. I'm assuming they refill the pond.
Yeah, they do. They fill it. Yeah.
It's called Wolf Lake.
It's Wolf Lake.
So we're
Pond.
actually slash pond. We're actually located kind of close to the Air Force Academy. How far would you say that is?
Probably about 15 minutes away.
So that's the difference between Banning Lewis and Wolf Ranch, is that Wolf Ranch is a little bit closer. So a lot of people like to move here if they're retiring from the Air Force, or they want to be close to the Air Force for any reason. You have kids there, or you just really like the neighborhood. It's a very popular area. So it's closer. So Banning Lewis is actually further out east, kind of on the same side of the north side of town.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes, probably 5-10 minutes
east of where we are.
East of where we're at right now.
So a little bit further, but Banning Lewis is going to be closer to like Peterson,
Schriever.
Schriever. What else is over there? That Walmart, Home Depot,
Pastures
of Woodman, Penrose Hospital area.
Yeah, and Wolf Ranch it's easier to get access to the city than it is in Banning Lewis, because you're right off Briargate and Research. There's a lot more out here. They're growing a lot more east, though, so there's going to be more options for the people in Banning Lewis here soon.
Yeah, and that's another thing, is like the traffic gets a lot more congested, actually, because there's really only one road going from Mark Shuffle to Woodman, Mark Shuffle to any of the other streets that you're trying to get to if you're trying to get away from that area. So it gets pretty congested in the mornings, whereas this is a little bit more open. There's a couple roundabouts. Banning Lewis the way in and out is just kind of hard to do, but they do have the rec center. They do have a splash park. They have the swimming pool and the gym. So there's a lot more activities, or not activities, but like the community center. They have like all these different events for families to get together in their little clubhouse. And they do, I think one night I came in, they were doing bingo or something. But
yeah, we have that too
at the rec center.
At the rec center. Banning Lewis does put on a pretty good fireworks show, though, for 4th of July. They have the past couple of years. Wolf Ranch doesn't do that.
Yeah, so that is a big thing with Banning Lewis. They don't have this. They have the pools, but I really like this. Makes us feel more outdoors.
I feel like Wolf Ranch is a
style.
little bit more aesthetically, I don't know, pleasing, I guess, because they do have the fountain, the entrances to the neighborhoods. They all have the water features and statues and things like that. So it is kept really nice. It's pretty.
But they do have the dog park, and then they do have a lot of the hiking trails. So they both are going to have that. District 49 is Banning Lewis, and
District 20 is Wolf Ranch.
Yep, Academy School.
Yeah, and Banning Lewis actually has their own academy. So it's the Banning Lewis Academy over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This actually feels really nice. It's like super breezy and cool, and a nice place to cool off in the summer. Whereas
after we've just been running around.
Yeah.
My hair curling.
I really do like Banning Lewis. I like the styles of the homes. These style of homes are nice too. I noticed that, both of these neighborhoods, they like you to have the open fence. Like there's no like big privacy fence.
There's a couple spots in Wolf Ranch neighborhood that does have the taller vinyl fences. They're called the courtyard series. You have like just a little bit of space in between each home, and you have the privacy fence, but you don't have a full yard. It's more of just like a side yard.
One good thing about Banning Lewis, though, is they do have that 55 plus community. So it's secluded away from all the things that 55 plus members might want to be away from, all the
I didn't
noise.
know that.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of new construction. They have their own recreation center.
Can you drive a golf cart around?
That's a good question.
We should be able to do that.
Yeah. But like during Christmas time, it looks really nice. They put up all the trees and they're in there, doing different things each night with the community. They have their own gym. They have like a little simulated golf thing in there. It's pretty cool. I have a
Wow.
whole video about this, so I'll link it in the description below if you want to learn more about the 55 plus in Banning Lewis. Let's talk about the pricing. Pricing in Wolf Ranch versus Banning Lewis.
Wolf Ranch is a little bit more expensive than Banning Lewis is. I think the average home price here is like $550 to $750, somewhere in there in Wolf Ranch. What would you say it
Yeah.
is in Banning Lewis?
So you can actually get a brand new 2-bedroom house in Banning Lewis. Sorry, we're in a flight path, so you might hear some airplanes. But Banning Lewis has homes that start like a 2-bedroom, brand new construction home starting at $400,000. They have classic homes, Oakwood, whereas Wolf
Vantage.
Ranch has a little bit more of the like
They have
Vantage.
Vantage, Classic, Toll Brothers, I think, is over here. Covington Homes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to double check, but
Okay.
there's several builders out there, and of course you could go not double check,
Yeah.
double check,
No,
Ban-
double check.
Banning Lewis. But there's several great builders out there in Banning Lewis as well. All right, so if you need a house in either one of these communities or anywhere in Colorado Springs, you can reach out to me to help you find that home. Randy will give you the money, and she'll give you a loan as long as you qualify.
Yes, I won't give you the money. North Point will.
But that is pretty much all I have.
That's all I have.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to check the description for how to reach us and watch the video next that's coming up on the screen. It's probably going to be the video about the 55 plus.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.